It's a lovely Wednesday morning of June 12, 2024 and a perfect time for me to start traveling. In this travel, I used Germany's 49 euro ticket, which allows you to travel throughout the country. In this ticket, you won't have any difficulty to reach the border of other countries without extra costs. Just like what we're going to explore in this video, we are going to Poland and one of its beautiful city called Stettin. I had actually hard time with the Polish language, so I used the German pronunciation, which is Stettin. It is actually located near the Baltic Sea and the German border. It is a major seaport and Poland's 7th largest city. Stettin's architectural style is due to trends popular in the last half of the 19th century and the first years of the 20th century. In many areas, you can observe that there are also buildings built after 1945, especially in the city center, which had been destroyed due to Allied bombing. The city, I have observed, has an abundance of green areas, such as parks and avenues, wide streets with trees planted in the island separating opposing traffic and runabouts. Actually, Stettin's city plan resembles that of Paris, mostly because Stettin was rebuilt in the 1880s according to the design by Georges Eugene Haussmann, who had redesigned Paris under Napoleon III. This pattern of street design is still used in Stettin, as many recently built city areas, including runabouts and avenues. As I continued to stroll around the beautiful city, I came across the Archcathedral Basilica of St. James. It is actually located in the center of Stettin. It is one of the most valuable and beautiful monuments of Stettin, the second tallest church in Poland. The basilica is 18 meters long and 40 meters wide. The cathedral has 5 naves covered with a single hall roof covered with copper. The main nave is 23 meters high. The cathedral boasts a rich and beautiful interior. Inside, there are historic and contemporary works of sacred art. The ceremonial consecration of the cathedral in Stettin took place on May 31, 1982. Pope John Paul II raised it to the rank of Cathedral Basilica on May 23, 1983, and in March 9 years later, he gave it the title of Archcathedral Basilica. An observation deck is available for tourists all year long. The entrance to the terrace is only via a lift. Even if a big part of Stettin was destroyed during the World War II, its city center is still worth exploring to find some real gems and interesting places. This area is a peculiar mix of architecture where buildings that survived World War II stand next to those dating back to modern times. Some of the spots you can't miss are 2 remaining city gates, a port one and a royal one, both built in the Baroque style in the first half of the 18th century in place of the former city walls. Still today, they are an impressive addition to the Stettin's scenery, and it's worth paying them some extra attention to admire all the fine details. A few kilometers away by foot from the city center of Stettin is one of the most beautiful landmarks called Waly Chrobrego, an elevated walkway dating back to 1902, with water views and iconic buildings. You'll find several of the most stately buildings in the city along the walkway, such as the National Museum, Maritime University, City Hall, and several Baroque gates. On a sunny day, this is the place to stroll, date, drink coffee, or eat ice cream, and there's also several cafes and restaurants to shelter in the event of a shower. This is the Philharmonic building of Stettin. Actually, the Philharmony performed in the Hall of Stettin Town Hall until 2014. The new building was built on the site of the 1962 demolished ruin of the concert hall built by Franz Stettin in 1884. In front of the Philharmony is the Solidarity Square with the monument of Angel of Freedom and an underground exhibition pavilion of the National Museum. One of the most important highlights during my visit to Stettin is to see the Ducal Castle, also known as the Pomeranian Duke's Castle and Stettin Castle, is a Renaissance castle in the city of Szczecin, Poland, located at the Castle Hill in the Stare Maestro neighborhood near the Oder River. It is built in the Gothic and Pomeranian mannerism architectural style. The castle was the seat of the Dukes of Pomerania-Stettin of the House of Pomerania, who ruled the Duchy of Pomerania from 1121 to 1637. The building history originates in 1346 when Duke Barman III began the construction of the ducal housing complex and continues to 1428 when, under the rule of Casimir V, it was expanded, forming the castle. Currently, it is one of the largest cultural centers in the Western Pomerania Voivodeship, Poland. So how did you find this video? I hope this would help you somehow during your future travel to Stettin, Poland. And before I'm going to end this video, allow me to say that life is full of wonder. Even if we are in the point in life where we cannot appreciate things, it sometimes helps to remember that there are really things to enjoy when we are ready. So let us seize every moment as they come, with open hearts and arms outstretched to embrace the possibilities that lie before us. This is Johnny's channel. Until my next travel, cheers!
Mm-hmm.